Hey there sunshine, welcome to my channel. This is Capari and I'm so stoked to have you here. I hope that you're having an amazing day and that my reading can uplift your spirit even more. Just know that you're always loved and protected by your spiritual team any day, anytime. Guys, today we have a reading about how to get unstuck in your situation. So we won't dive too deep in terms of your current situation because everyone's going to be different, but we shall get into what spirit guides want you to know, how to get unstuck, how to move forward, and what spirits are helping you at this moment, and also what to release to help you move on from this situation. So to represent the situation, of course, we have the Hangman energy for you guys to choose from. And we have pile number 1. You've got the Hangman from the Crystal Power Tarot. And also the Green Opal. Okay. Pile 2, you've got this Hangman card from the Good Tarot, and also the blue calcite. Pile number 3, you've got the Hanged Man from the Affirmators Tarot, and this is the Hangman, and the crystal is citrine. Alright, so guys, as always, take all the time you need. Take a deep breath into your heart space, and when you're ready, scroll down to the timestamps below, and I shall see you guys in your reading. Hey there, pile 1. So if you chose this Hangman card with the Crystal Power Tarot deck and also the Green Opal, this is going to be your reading. All about, I'll pop them here actually, all about how to get unstuck in your situation. So first of all, we're going to ask your spirit guides what you need the most right now on your current situation. So what does my pile 1 need right now the most? What do they need the most right now, spirit? And I'm also gonna get clarifications. Pile number 1. Oh wow, we actually have 2 cards. So we have the Devil and also the 3 of Swords reverse. I'm free of whatever is holding me back. And we also have I see things exactly as they are in reverse. Yeah, I do feel like it is about getting free from an obsession with the Devil's energy. I feel like there's something that you guys may be overly obsessed with, or something that has been oh, can you guys see? Yeah. Something that has been kind of like holding you back. I see it as an obsession, maybe as an attachment, maybe something that is like, I don't know, like take whatever resonates, but like alcoholism, or like, you know, some sort of addiction, shopping addiction, whatever it may be, workaholism, or even an attachment to a certain person. And I see what you need the most right now to get out of this situation or to get unstuck is to really focus on like liberating yourself, and also liberating from whatever thought that is. I see the Devil as like the negative thoughts that you have at the back of your mind. Actually, let me get another card to clarify this energy. Can you clarify this energy, Spirit? What do they need the most for pile number 1 at the moment? What do they need the most right now? Yeah, we have keep trying. Number 4. And oh, I like how Spirit has like this star energy. Like they want to remind you that you guys are a star. Like if you have been going through like rejection, if you have been going through like someone not really appreciating you, I see your spirit guides like telling you, no, pile number 1, you are a star. Like whoever did not, either they don't appreciate you, either they didn't like treat you the way that you deserve to be treated. I feel like they like you really need to get out of that mindset where, you know, you talk yourself down because of your circumstance or because of like you have been treated a certain way. And don't think of like rejection is always divine protection. It's always like a way spirit helps to protect you from harm and get you out of harm's way. I do feel like what you need the most right now is like to allow yourself to keep trying, to allow yourself to like not give up hope, because I see you guys may have lost a little bit of light or lost a little bit of faith because of maybe something didn't plan out the way exactly you anticipated, and you feel like, oh, I've been rejected. Let's say if you are running for an audition and then you get rejected and you're in this dark place of, oh no, like they rejected my demo or like they rejected my sample. Like I feel so useless. I feel like a failure. But then Spirit is telling you like, no, keep trying. Like even if people reject you, it doesn't mean that you're bad. It doesn't mean that you guys don't deserve it. Sometimes it's not the right timing, and sometimes it's not the exact path that they want you to be on. That is why there is this rejection. That's why there's this roadblock, and you may feel like you're stuck because you're not moving forward, or because you're not like able to achieve your dream in this way. But I feel like right now you need to keep having that hope and keep having that faith, and not allow those failures or like hindrances or hurdles to sort of stop you from trying again, or stop you from like progressing forward. Because I feel like maybe there was one rejection from a company or from a person, and you feel like you're a failure, or you feel like you're a total you know, not worthwhile whatsoever. And I feel like, no, Spirit is telling you like you are the star, and you really need to believe in yourself. Like hold up a mirror and look into yourself, pile number 1, and they want you to know that you're a star. They really want you to know like what you have to offer in this world is so legit. And the people who are meant to find you, or like the people who are meant for you, will be attracted to you. And the people who are not for you, who are not meant for you, they will fall away. They don't see your light, or they just cannot vibrate on the same frequency, and they have to fall away. Or they may have rejected you, but it's actually like universe saying no, like they don't deserve to be on your path, pile number 1. And you need to recognize that like it doesn't mean that you're not worthy. It just means that you are being divinely guided for something better. And if you feel like you're stuck in a situation, if you feel like you're stuck in like maybe you were single for a while and you wanted a relationship, and then you feel like, oh, like a lot of people just don't cherish me, or they don't love me the way that I love them. It doesn't mean that you're not deserving of love. It doesn't mean that you'll never be you'll never have a partner. It just means that whoever is meant for you, they will recognize you. They will come forth as like a counterpart, as an equal. And obviously that there are a lot of people who are not equal. There are a lot of people who are not as enlightened as you are, or like they're not as high vibration as you are. And I feel like you have to keep trying and you have to believe in yourself. That's the most important message here, pile number one. Like, you have to believe that you have the power to attract these opportunities. Like, if you feel like there hasn't been a lot of things going on, you have to keep holding your vision. You have to let go of what didn't work out for you and stop putting your attention towards what didn't work out. I feel like that's really important for you to recognize, like, whatever is meant for you or whoever is meant for you, it's going to be easy, and you don't have to try really hard. You don't have to pull out all the stops. You don't have to, like, even, you know, try all the keys. I just feel like it's just going to be free. It's just going to be easy peasy. And you just need to, like, follow your heart and go with the flow. Like, sort of embrace this energy of, like, the lightheartedness, and then things will start falling into place. Yeah, so let's keep going. I do want to see what Spirit is helping you with. So what's Spirit helping my pile number one with at the moment in regards of their situation? Oh, we have the Hierophant. I love this. I'm ready to love and learn, yes. And this is Taurus energy, and oh, the Devil is Capricorn energy here. But yeah, a lot of earth energy. So we have Taurus and we have Capricorn. But yeah, you guys are ready to love and learn. And I love this depiction here. Let's get one more card to clarify. But I do feel like Spirit is helping you, guiding you to the right place, to the right knowledge. Maybe because, like, they're getting you ready. I feel like they are guiding you towards the right, maybe to the right information, maybe to the right congregation or community. I feel like you may feel, because you're, whatever you're stuck with at life, it feels like maybe you have been on the same journey for way too long, and you are yearning for, like, a breakthrough, or you're yearning to, like, step outside of your comfort zone to meet new people. I feel like Spirit is guiding you towards those places. If you feel like you're stuck, if you feel like you're not growing personally, Spirit is guiding you towards the place where you can actually grow and shine and evolve. And you will meet a lot of like-minded people. Like, Spirit is drawing all these like-minded people towards you. So we also have unknown gifts, number 41. And also almost there, 44. I love this. It's like they're guiding you towards a place where you're almost there. You're almost, like, achieving, like, a breakthrough. I feel like if you still feel like there is nothing happening on the surface, if you still feel like you're stuck in some sort of way, I feel like Spirit is telling you you're almost at the verge of a breakthrough, at a verge of, like, seeing things manifesting. If you've been trying to manifest something into your life, if you've been trying to, like, maybe manifest a certain group of people or a single person, whichever it is, I just feel like it's almost there. And Spirit is also, like, helping you to voice your opinion, or pushes you to not be afraid to voice your opinion, to express yourself, and to also, like, let your needs be met and let your voice be heard. I feel like Spirit is guiding you towards like places and people, and maybe you've been telling your friend or telling a certain person that you want to manifest this sort of thing, or like you're telling the people that you're waiting for something to happen to you, and then this friend, you know, or like this person that you've been talking to, like goes on and like they happen to connect you with somebody, or like they happen to introduce you to like another company or like to another opportunity. I feel like there's this divine guidance within you or around you that Spirit is orchestrating, even if you don't see it. I feel like trust your heart and allow your heart to guide you through. And I feel like be open as well, be like an open book, because I see this little book here, and be open to receiving that knowledge, be open to receive the key. Oh my gosh, yes, I just realized this, guys, so crazy. You see all this lock here, you feel like you've been chained, and the Spirit is literally like delivering the key, like unlocking the burdens, unlocking the chains, whatever is holding you back. And I feel like Spirit is asking you to trust Him, asking you to like not be afraid and not be doubtful that, you know, like on the surface that things may be really calm, or like there may seem like there's nothing going on, but Spirit is developing this master plan, or like they are delivering this key to your doorstep, and like this is the key that they are delivering to you that's legit is going to like open up like a new door of opportunity that is going to guide you to the right place, that's going to get you unstuck or get you out of this situation, whatever it may be, that you may have been dealing with for a while. But yeah, I love how the Hierophant is sort of like, and also with the amethyst crystal, it also reminds me to trust like your intuition. Like you guys, your third eye may be really prominent, maybe really powerful. And sometimes you just need to like trust whatever you have been guided, whatever information is being delivered to you, like it's the right information. And it's the thing that you have to trust. And also I'm just being drawn to all this number 4 here. You guys may be seeing a lot of synchronicities. You have 4, 41, and 44. Like that's a lot of 4s here. And I just feel like 4 is like a number of stability. It's a number of like structure. And sometimes being stuck in a place doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. It's like you guys are building a solid foundation, and it does take time. It does take a lot of patience for you to be like building that platform or building that foundation for yourself. If you feel like you haven't been progressing, like just be rest assured that you're still building, like even though there's nothing going on the surface, or you may feel like you're being stuck. I see you guys just this moment in time, you're building the foundation, you're building the knowledge, and you're like accumulating all these experiences, right? It may feel like is, you know, same place and different faces, different people, but you're doing the same thing every day. I feel like you guys are expanding like your soul without you realizing it. And you know, you guys are almost there. Like Spirit just wants you to know, even if you feel like you're stuck at a workplace or at a job, like you're almost there, you're almost graduating, or you've almost learned whatever you sent there to learn. And when that moment like arrives, you will realize that, oh, this is actually like such a great opportunity for me to learn, such a great opportunity for me to, you know, solidify my knowledge. Because I see you guys, this is all about accumulating knowledge, accumulating the information, and building yourself up. even if you feel like you're not progressing in the 3D, in the physicality, there's a lot of things like going on subconsciously in your brain. Oh, I love that for you. So that's definitely, yeah. And spirit is not like forgetting you. Like if you feel like they've forgotten about you, that if you feel like, oh, there's nothing new in your life, like there's something great happening really soon and you'll be guided towards it. So now let's get into any sort of challenges you guys are facing at the moment. The challenges that pile number 1 might be facing in their situation. Yeah, we have the 7 of Cups, Aquamarine. I trust myself to see the truth. That is in reverse. And again, we're going to pull one oracle just to clarify this energy. 7, oh, that's too many. 7 of Cups, reverse. Tell me about this challenge. Oh wow. The fact that there are so many cards coming out, I sense like indecisiveness or confusion that you guys may be experiencing right now. Maybe you're stuck in a situation where you don't know to leave or to stay, or maybe you're also stuck in a crossroad or a state of confusion where you don't know which path is leading you ahead. So give me a more concrete example, Spirit. Okay, maybe, okay, it's just like a simple example, but maybe you just graduated and like you guys are trying to look for work, but there are so many different options out there and you guys get really overwhelmed. Or also, if you are, since we're talking about work here, if you feel like you start again, if you feel like you are stuck at the same position and you don't know whether you should stay or should leave for a better opportunity, this is what I'm sensing right now. You don't know whether you should stay or move on, but I feel like that's legit this release card. I feel like whatever is holding you back, if it feels negative, if it feels like you guys are being bogged down, if it feels like if it feels negative, if it feels heavy, if it feels like it is weighing you down, you can definitely release that. Even though you guys may feel like, oh, but I don't know if I leave this job, or like if I leave this situation, like I don't know where I'm going to be, and I sense this like confusion that you don't trust that like there will be a better offer or there will be a better person, and I just feel like you guys are almost there. Okay, with this number here, 2 + 7 is number 9. And I feel like you guys have endured a lot. It's almost like the 9 of Wands energy, like you've almost reached this threshold of just wanting to release all of your burdens because you have persevered for a very long time. Maybe it is this situation, maybe it's this person that you've been dealing with, maybe it is this job that you guys have been like feeling stuck within. I feel like you have came to this point where you just want to leave it all out. You just want to like legit walk out the door, or like just leave the situation. But I sense this, like the challenge might be this insecurity, or you are afraid that, you know, if you leave that situation, like what is going to happen to me? You know, am I going to find another person? Am I going to be okay single? Or if I'm being okay like being unemployed? Like I feel so what's the word? I feel so uncertain, you know, like it's the fear of the unknown, you know, like I feel like you guys are trapped in this, like, I wouldn't say comfortable, but like a familiar place. You're trapped in this familiar place and you're scared of stepping outside of familiarity. And this is your challenge right now. This is why you guys are like, I'm scared of getting out of this familiar place, even though it is not comfortable, even though I may have been, you know, persevering for a very long time. Yeah, but I see like, you know, spirit drawing my attention back to this card. Like you have to know that you're a gem. Like wherever you go, you guys are definitely carrying the light within you, and you guys are going to be recognized by the people who are meant for you, who are meant to see your light, who are meant to see your ability, see your talents. And this is what you need to know, like you are the star, and you have to leave your insecurities or like, you know, your unworthiness, you know, at the door. Like don't carry the burdens within you. Let them go, let them be. I feel like people may have said like bad things to you, or like manipulate you by their words, saying that you're not good enough, or like saying that, you know, you're worthless without them, or you guys can't achieve anything outside of their company or outside of their scope, or whatever it may be. Yeah, that's borderline abusive. Like if you have been treated that way, pile number one, it's definitely like spirit telling you to let go of that. But we'll get into what you need to release as well very quickly. But I do see like if you are like on the fence, or if you are in the state of confusion, I feel like spirit is urging you to focus on healing yourself and focus on serving yourself. You know, it is about serving yourself. And yes, Four of Wands here. It is about embracing joy, you know. The universe brings all I need to feel blissful. Okay, Four of Wands is something that is stable, or something that appears stable on the surface, perhaps. Maybe you feel like this job offer is very secure, or maybe you feel like this situation, this person, this relationship, whatever you're dealing with is really secure. But I feel like spirit is urging you to let go of that sense of, you know, security, and it's harsh, but nothing is permanent. If you feel like, oh, you're meant to stay here forever, or like you're meant to stay in this situation forever, spirit is like, yeah, showing me like nothing is forever. You are what you think. Wow, I love how powerful this card is. Yeah, and I was just saying, like, no matter what people say to you, they may say to you that you're not good enough, that you're not worthy outside of them, in order to trap you in the cycle, in order to trap you so that you stay stuck with them. And I feel like you are what you think, pile number one. Like, do not let those things to get to you, because you are more powerful than you give yourself credit for. No matter what people say to you, you have the power ultimately to make the decision for yourself, not because of what others think, not because of what others say to you, but you're the master of your life. And Spirit is going to guide you to the right information, to the right people, to the right places. And you will discover, like, there are so many, like, more opportunities for you. And you guys don't have to stay stuck forever. And if you feel, like, if you do feel like you're being, you know, underappreciated and manipulative, and if you feel like you're not stable in a situation, like, it is now time to let go of that false sense of security. I feel like it is a false sense of, like, security. It feels like this is stable for me. It feels like home for me. It feels like this is the place that I want to be, you know, indefinitely. But Spirit is telling you, like, no, like, there is constant growth and constant evolution, and you're meant to expand. I just feel like you're meant to expand beyond this situation. The fact that you're feeling stuck in this situation is like an indicator that you have outgrown the situation. Whether it is a relationship or whether it is like a career, a position, a friendship, whatever it may be, like, you have outgrown this, and it is now time to let go and embrace of what truly makes you shine and what makes you feel like, you know, you are the main character. You know, if people say things to you that keeps you trapped, that keeps you staying stuck, like, you have the power to stay unstuck. I mean, you have the power to get unstuck. You have the power to unstuck yourself. And of course, Spirit is also helping you out in this journey. They're also guiding you to the right places, or they're also guiding you to the right information or to the right people. But I feel like you have to, first of all, be proactive and also understand, and also be able to kind of identify the tactics that people are using against you. I really do feel like there are maybe one person or multiple people that are, like, you know, using some sort of tactics against you, trying to get you stuck, trying to get your self-esteem down so that you don't feel worthy, so that you feel like you're nothing without them. But yeah, I feel like you have the power. You almost have, you're almost there, like, and I feel like you guys kind of know at the back of your mind that this situation is not good for you, or like you feel like you need to change, but you sort of want a confirmation. I feel like this is your confirmation, because I see you guys being very intuitive as well. Like, you intuitively know that this situation is not good for you, or like this person's not good for you, or this position is not good for you. And you just need to, like, I feel like you just ask the universe a lot, and then the universe already is like telling you or giving you answers or leading you to like new opportunities or like leading you to new people. But then you still sort of like, oh, but I don't know. I don't want to get out of this like familiarity, or, you know, it feels like I cannot step outside. It feels like I'm stuck with this situation, but you're not. Like, you ultimately have the power to get out of this and unstuck yourself, and you just need to see past the illusions. I feel like you just need to see past like the things and see things as what they are, without getting attached emotionally. Because I feel like if you've been in this situation for a while, you might be emotionally invested in the situation. That's why it's hard for you to like get out of it. But if you, for like a few minutes, just get your emotions out of the equation and look at the situation more objectively, you'll feel like you'll see that this situation's not serving you at all. It may serve you when it started, when it began, but you have learned all the lessons, and I feel like it's almost time for you to go spread your wings and sing your own song. And you are what you think, and you can be whatever you set your mind to do. Like, the world is your oyster, and you're free to explore, you're free to become whoever you want to be, you know. So don't confuse yourself, pile number one. And let's get into the final part of this reading. I want to get to this last advice from your spirit guides, what you need to really surrender from the situation in order for you to get unstuck. I mean, we've basically explored how your spirit guides are helping you and also like guiding you to a place of worthiness, to a place of where you recognize your own power and not having to depend on this situation. So yeah, let's get into it. So what does my power number one need to surrender? Any more, spirits? Okay. We have surrender to play. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. Yeah. Maybe the situation has really been bogging you down. Like, if it's a job situation, if you feel really stressful and the situation, is now time to like be more lighthearted about it and play and have fun. And once you reconnect to the light energy, it is easier for you to see the whole picture. I feel like it's easier for you to make a decision from like a high vibrational place rather than being emotional and being so caught up and trying to make a decision from that place. We also have surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Yeah, and this is a soul growth for you. Embrace every lesson and every moment. Yeah. And I do feel like this is a life lesson for you. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to play out forever or like long term. And surrender to that. Every single moment is a lesson. Every single moment is something to help our soul evolve and grow, right? Surrender to that and stop clinging on to like, this is my forever situation, or like, this is my forever person, or this is my forever whatnot. And just embrace the ebbs and flows of life. It will be easier for you to get unstuck that way. Yeah. Okay. Surrender to receiving support and love. Yeah. Allow the love and support of others in. Rather than trying to handle everything yourself, this can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. And I do feel like Spirit is sending you people that will nurture you, that will love you and support you unconditionally. And you have to allow yourself to receive and allow yourself to like, you know, holding yourself to this place of stagnancy, or like, or building walls around you just because, you know, of this situation, just because you feel like you're chained to this situation. I feel like it is okay to allow yourself to receive love, support from different resources. You know, if it doesn't need to be romantic, but like platonic, familial, maternal, paternal. It can be like any sort of love that is flowing towards you. Even a stranger, you know, can give you love, can show you affection, can show you like you deserve more. And I feel like you, first of all, have to be like the person to unlock yourself, to unchain yourself, and recognize that you are chained, first of all, so that you can unchain yourself and let yourself be free again. To unstuck yourself from the situation, whatever it may be. I feel like it's been going on for a while for you. Pile number 1. Yeah. Ooh, wow. This is a lovely reading. I'd like to thank you and your guides, pile number 1, for being here with us today. I hope you have enjoyed this reading. I hope this is helpful to you. Your likes and subscribes mean the absolute world to me. I'm sending you so much love. You guys are capable of achieving anything. Just keep reminding yourself, okay? Do not let others dull your shine. And keep rocking the world like a star. Legit. And I believe in you guys. Until next time, embrace your power. And I hope you can get out of your situation soon, peacefully, and unstuck yourself from whatever situation you're in. And you always have the free will. If you choose to stay stuck, or if you choose to continue on with the situation, that's ultimately your choice. But Spirit is showing you there is so much potential outside of this. So yeah, until next time, love and light. Ciao. Hey there, pal 2. If you chose this Hangman card, with the good tarot and also the blue calcite, this is going to be your reading, all about how do you guys get unstuck. So we'll go straight in, tap into tarot, just to see what you need the most right now, and we're going to clarify what Spirit wants you to know this current moment in regards to your, oh, that's such a bad shuffle, in regards to your situation, and how do you get unstuck, or how do you move forward. It's basically about having the guidance to move forward, having the guidance to either leave a situation or transform a situation, isn't it? When we're feeling that we're stuck, when we're feeling that we're in a limbo. Wow, okay. So the candle just goes out, so, and I feel like my mind is all over the place, so I don't know if you guys are like very, you know, easily distracted, or that could be a lot of like disturbances around you, or like surrounding your energy. Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. So I do feel like there may be some like things around you that may be distracting you from your work, or distracting you from like getting to what you want. That is why you guys are not either progressing in a situation or not moving forward. But all right, Spirit, pile number 2, please. What do they need the most right now? What do my pile number... Okay, so we have the 3 of Waters. I also want to get some clarifiers. Clarifying the 3 of Waters. What do they want the most? 3 of Cups. It's about like having fun, celebrating. And maybe you guys been like working a lot, or you guys been hyper focused or hyper fixated on a problem, on an issue, that is kind of not going anywhere, but then you're still dedicating so much of your energy just to like think about it, just to try and make things work, try to make things like progress. And we have perception. Oh my gosh, right. Yeah, it's about change of perception. It's about having a different perspective when it comes to this situation. Spirit is letting you know that you need to look for a bigger picture and stop focusing on a negative lens. Let's say, okay, let's see if I can give you an example. Let's say work, right? If you're trying to work on a project, if you're trying to write on a book, for example, but then your inspiration juice is not flowing, like there's nothing coming to you, but you're just sitting there and you're just trying to, you know, make things work. You're trying to like super focus on writing, but then it's not being driven by inspiration. And you're sitting there trying to make things work, and you're trying to like spend all your day, spend all your time doing research, doing things that kind of may seem like it's helpful in the moment, but it's actually not like the most easy path. Like it's not the path of least resistance, as Abraham Hicks put it. I feel like you need to find a place where you feel easy and joy and allow things to flow towards you rather than trying to force things. So in terms of your case, in terms of what you're dealing with, it is about finding the joy, finding the fun, and it's also about allowing things to flow to you, allowing things to unfold. Maybe if you're dealing with a relationship or a friendship, whatever it may be, and you feel like, oh, we're not even progressing, like what is going on, and you really try to like put a lot of effort. Maybe you're trying to text this person, maybe you're trying to like organize meetings with this person, or a social group or a friend group, for example, and you're trying your best to like make time to connect with these people and really like nail them down. Like, can't you come out right now? Like, I really need to speak to you. I really want to spend time with you. And maybe they're dealing with something on their own, or they really require some personal space, but you're trying to nail them down. And Spirit is telling you this is not the path of least resistance. This is not the path of like the easiest for you. The easiest is to, you know, allow things to flow, like allow ideas, like maybe you talk about what they're doing and then they happen to be like organizing a certain event, and maybe you have some background knowledge to this event, or like maybe you're thinking of attending an event similar to what they're organizing, and then you know, you end up in the same place together, like enjoying the event or like enjoying whatever communication there is in regards to this event. I feel like there needs to be a shift of focus in regards to what you guys are dealing with right now. So and I see like some people may be providing something useful, whether it is information or whether it is communication or like emotional, on an emotional level. I feel like it is the most easiest way for you to sort of like withdraw your energy, or sort of like sit back and allow people to also offer their 2 cents or offer whatever they have in terms of what they want from the situation, rather than you going in head first trying to do all the job, trying to do all the work. I feel like you need to sit back and allow people to contribute as well. allowing people to support you and to help you. Like 3 is about that creative aspect, it's about collaboration. So I feel right now the most is not to carry all the burdens on your back, and really allow people to also help you, allow their communication, or allow their support, and also realizing that, you know, the power of community, the power of collaboration and helping together, to flow, to, and I'll also see the bigger picture. And I've noticed this 2 and 1 that also adds to 3, master number 3. And that's not a master number, I mean number 3, that is, yeah, really talking about that creative aspect of things and allowing things to, you know, come together full circle, and not just trying to force your way through. I see the emphasis for you here is to just allow, to just surrender, even if you have to like relinquish some of the power, or like some of the freedom, or some of the control over here, and allow people to like participate, and allow people to say what they have on their mind, and allowing people to contribute as well, especially when you're dealing with things that are like, you know, relationships, or like even in a workspace. I feel like it's important for you to open up doors to allow people to come in and sit with you, and to brainstorm an idea, or like to really work together as a team, rather than you doing all the work alone. And sometimes you don't feel like it, but when you're so hyper fixated on a topic, you're not allowing like things to flow to you, or you're not allowing other opportunities to come towards you. Rather, you're just, you know, looking at this thing and trying to hammer it down, and trying to like slot it in place. But there's actually, you know, other equipments that you may have overlooked, or they may be other locations, or even like other people who can not do the job better, but like they may have more expertise in regards to what you're doing. And it's important for you to like allow those people to come towards you. Oh, I love this. My throat's getting so dry. And I love how we had those like disturbances in the beginning. It really shows that, you know, you guys need to look at the bigger picture, or like look at your surroundings, and look at what is drawing your attention, instead of just so focused on what you're doing, burying your head deep down, like literally. Look at what is around you. I feel like there's something that you're not seeing around you that is going to be beneficial to what you're doing, to get yourself unstuck, literally, like from the situation. So okay, let's get moving on. How is Spirit helping my pile number 2? How is Spirit helping pile number 2? And any sort of blessings that they're not seeing around them. So we kind of have a Chariot, and of course another card to clarify. How is Spirit helping pile number 2? It's so funny. I see Spirit like deliberately slowing you down. Oh my god, this is exactly what we said before. Pile 2, focus on the bigger picture. Oh, I love this. that's exactly what we spoke about. And back to this Chariot card though, I was getting that Spirit is deliberately slowing you guys down to the point where you feel like you are stuck, but not really. Like, if you actually look at the bigger picture, if you're actually like taking a few steps back, you will see this as a blessing. By you guys slowing down the process, by you guys so not hyper-fixated on a topic or hyper-fixated on a situation, like you're allowing things to organically unfold and really build. Like, Rome wasn't built in a day, and we know that the greatest projects or like the greatest business, the greatest team, the greatest relationship takes time to build. And if you guys are just diving in head first, you're not allowing the things to unfold, and you may overlook a lot of flaws or a lot of like loopholes or like bugs. You know, that is why Spirit is like actually deliberately slowing you down. It is a blessing that you guys are sort of slowing down and easing into it, so that you can actually see what requires your attention immediately. Let's say if you've noticed like there's a worker in your, let's say, business who's not willing to put in the work, maybe you're noticing like some sort of like mistake in a contract, or yeah, some sort of like typo, or like some sort of mistake, some sort of discrepancies even in the budgeting, whatever you guys are dealing with. I feel like Spirit is slowing you down so that you have the time and energy to actually reread some of the terms and conditions, or like revisit some of the things that you thought you have done, but then it requires more attention from you, and really solidify. So we used the example of like you hammering down maybe a structure, or like trying to put together a bookshelf together, and you guys are just nailing down every single bit, and you guys are storming through it, and then you don't realize there's actually a nail missing. So Spirit is slowing you down so that you can go back to what you have done, and like, oh shit, there's actually a nail missing here. Like, what if I just, you know, put it up and it's gonna fall apart, you know? And that is actually a blessing. That is actually something that requires your attention. And I've noticed a lot of stripes in this card. Like the bees got the stripes, like the tower got the stripes, and then this sort of like rainbow looking thing. And I just, like, what's that saying? Like, earning your stripes? It's like it takes time to earn your stripes. It takes time for you to like really yeah, like earn the things that may be important to you. Like, you guys may be really impatient, or like you guys may really feel like you want to get to the finish line so quickly, but then Spirit is telling you like you have to earn your stripes. You have to take time to really maybe allow people to build that like recognition around you, or like build that level of trust, build that level of loyalty, so that, you know, people can trust you, so that people know you better. Instead of jumping to the finish line, like, you're deliberately being slowed down here, so like people can get the full picture, or like the full grasp of what you guys are like, pal number 2. And that allows you to really shine as well, and that allows you to really prove to the world like what you're capable of, that what you can do, and you're not impatient, you know, that you are okay to just take small steps at a time. to really try to earn the recognition from others, to really try to like earn their trust. Especially because I feel like Spirit is encouraging you to like work as a team, or like work in conjunction with others. So I do feel like there is this important sense of like building that community around you so that you can earn their trust, earn the support, and also there is someone to back you up if there are challenges like ahead of you, or if you're hitting a brick wall, like you will have that support system. And it's really crucial for you to build that level of trust, and to have those people in your life, you know. I'm also getting interesting, there may be jealous people around you, and yeah, and I do feel like Spirit is protecting you from those jealous people, because if you shine so brightly, if you're achieving things so quickly, I feel like those people who are prone to jealousy will try their very best to break you down, or like they will try their very best to like get in your way. So I really see this as a blessing, by you guys slowing down a little bit, by you guys not going like 999 miles an hour. This is actually a blessing in terms of protecting you from the negative people, from the beings that are like malicious and who tries to like bring you down, or like throw in obstacles your way, or like even gossip behind your back. Like, okay, we don't have the power to stop people from gossiping behind our backs. Like, there's no way we can escape that, but at the same time, I feel like Spirit is allowing time for you to get to know these people, and for these people to know you as well, so they don't like sabotage your success, so they don't like find their way to get in your way and to bring you down, and to or they can even like join you on your wagon, or join you on the success wagon. Yeah, it's a lot of like emphasis on the people around you, pile number 2. So definitely do think about like how you perhaps associate, or how you connect with people on a day-to-day basis. I feel like that's very important here. Okay. Alright. We'll get a move on. We want to get more details. So we will now look at the challenges of this process. Like, why do you guys feel unstuck? Why do you guys feel stuck, and why is this a challenge to you? So pile number 2, we have the 5 of Wands here, right? Yeah, we did talk about the people who may be jealous. That is why. That's one of the challenges here, is the people around you, or like that jealousy, or like they don't want to see you to become so successful in such a short period of time. Okay, wow. We have evolve into your complexity, and we also have face your fear. But with these cards being here, I do feel like there's more challenge in your head rather than outside of you. Maybe because you're so driven to prove your worth, or or maybe you're so driven to just, you know, show the world what you're capable of, right? To really tell them that, you know, you are an amazing person, that you're capable, even though you may be new in the company, or like you may be like starting up a business, or you may be starting up something new, but you're impatient to show the world what you are capable of. But also I feel like you are the biggest enemy here. Pile number 2. Like, sometimes you put yourself down without noticing. Of course, there are people around you that you have to deal with, but at the same time, like, you are the biggest critic of yourself, you know? Like, you really want to be successful. You really want to be able to prove yourself. And I feel like sometimes maybe you're sacrificing sleep. Maybe you're sacrificing a lot of yourself, and like really trying to prove yourself in this situation, and really try to, I guess, maybe earning that recognition means a lot to you. Earning that level of success, and so that you don't feel small or inferior to others. Maybe there's imposter syndrome here as well, or like maybe not so much, to be honest. Scrap that. Not really imposter syndrome, but your fear is more so about you don't want to be seen as a failure. You don't want to be seen as someone who's not capable, because you strongly believe that you are capable. And of course, pile number 3, you are. Like, you've done so much in this lifetime, and you really want to hop straight, you know, into that, you know, success leak. And you want to be seen as one of those people who, like, a lot of people admires, or a lot of people who look up to you. Like, you want to be seen as one of those people. But then the biggest enemy is, of course, yourself, and also like how you put yourself down by telling yourself you're not doing enough, or by really pushing yourself like to the limit. Because you're so scared of like being seen as failure. You're so scared of being seen as someone who's not capable. Okay, so that is why Spirit is actually slowing you down this moment to like help you work through those fears, or like working through those insecurities, and like allow yourself to slowly build, slowly, and also like look for the joy, right? Look for the people around you who are willing to support you, and find your group of people, rather than so focused on like, I have to be successful, I have to like, you know, finish all these tasks dedicated to me. Yeah, it is about enjoying the process. It is about like, yeah, having a different perspective, and also allowing like not to, I strongly think this is about career, like not having this career being the center of the focus, or like the center of your universe, you know, because I see you guys as like high achievers, and go-getters, like very passionate about your work, very passionate about what you're doing. So right. So finally, let's get into what Spirit wants you to release and leave behind, because I feel like there's a lot of things you guys are currently struggling with, and this is divine protection. Like, just know that you're not being slowed because you're not great, or you're not worthy of success. I just feel like you just need to take time to really look at all around you and to look for the golden opportunities and look for the people who can build you up as well. Like, you want to make friends, not enemies, you know, in a company. So definitely look for your friends. Okay. So to clarify the Seven of Fire, we have unknown gift. 41, love that. Yeah, I do feel like you guys have like a strong wall being built around you, and Spirit is urging you to like let go of the wall, or like let go of you know, keeping people at arm's length may not be the best strategy, because it really stops people from like getting close to you. And in our modern day society, having people around us very important. And like a lot of people actually serve as a guiding light to us, or like you don't realize how important it is to establish like meaningful connections. And sometimes I feel like maybe you guys feel like it's hard to connect with people. It's hard to build that solid foundation with somebody, especially at work, or you feel like it is supposed to be professional. But it is important to know that you guys are on the same journey together, whether you like it or not. Like, whether you like these people or not, they're on the same journey. Like, they are on the same path as you are. And maybe you guys are chasing different things. Maybe you guys don't have the same goals. But by you guys really letting your guards down and like knowing that you're not alone, like knowing that you actually have a lot of people around you who are willing to support you, and like tap into those moments, tap into those light-hearted moments, and not really force your way through. I feel like this is the main message here, not to really force yourself, not to put so much burden like onto yourself, because I feel like most burden is self-inflicted. It's not from other people's expectation, but rather from yourself. And our Spirit is slowing you down just for this reason, for you to like reevaluate life, or like reevaluate what is important to you. And also you have the time to really enjoy the process. Like, otherwise you probably be like in your, I don't know, 50s or 60s, or like maybe, you know, you get to the point where you retire and you feel like you have lost out so much time just to live in the moment and just to have fun. And Spirit right now is telling you like life is more about work, or like life is more than just whatever project you're working on. Of course, it is important to follow your passion, to follow what feels right for you, but at the same time, Spirit wants you to like let go of keeping people at arm's length, or like let go of, you know, thinking that you have to do all the work, thinking that like you're on your own for some whatever reason, and allow people to come to you, and allow like this community, because I do feel like you can attract a lot of amazing people into your life, but what you have to do is like trust the people that you're attracting, and also trust that you can be open, right, to these people, to these opportunities. Yeah, and recognizing right now, pile number two, like you're actually not stuck in the process. You're actually being guided to enjoy this moment and to really savor and experience every single detail, every single person, every single day in your life, just to get out of your head, just to like, I guess, reintroduce that passion and joy back into your life, and not continue to force yourself through. Yeah, I think that's the main message here for you, power number two. So I'd like to get into the final part of this reading. Of course, it's going to be about surrendering. So what do my pile number two need to surrender? What did I need to surrender, Spirit? Ooh. Oh my god, you guys, the cards are like flying out so quickly. And I love it. It's like your spirit guides are also very eager for you to know. Surrender to what is. Oh my gosh. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. Isn't that right? Like, allowing things to unfold rather than forcing your way through. Okay, keep going. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. And I find I may be guilty of this as well. Like, sometimes I really want to force my way through, whether it is a situation or like a relationship. I would want to, like, you know, force my way through and really lash out onto the next person, like, you're really not cherishing me, or like, I'm really not seeing, like, you know, this going anywhere. But like, surrendering to what is, telling myself it is what it is this moment, and I'm okay to like shift the focus back to other things rather than the things that are not working right now, and shift your focus onto something else that's easy, that is working. Maybe it's going on a trip, maybe it's exploring your hobbies, your interests, reconnecting with your friends or family members, even connecting with your pets. You know, they love you unconditionally. So by connecting with those energy, that's easy and simple, and you're going to allow more things to flow to you with the same vibration. Surrender your addictions. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace with healthier alternatives. Yeah, like, we don't have to succumb to like addictions, you know, in order to fight what's going on, in order for us to perhaps shift our focus. Maybe you're very stressed at work and you really need to like use other things to help to get your mind off it. But I really see that there's so many ways for us to decompress. There's so many ways for us to like really connect and enjoy life again. So one big thing for me is like journaling, and it's also dancing to songs that you really love. And of course, talking to a genuine friend is really helpful. Just releasing those emotions and releasing those, like, I feel like there's a lot of pent-up frustration here that you may be experiencing because you feel like you're stuck in a situation and you feel very frustrated, and it is important for you to find a way to release those frustrations. Maybe it's going to the gym, maybe it's going to like an adventure. Yeah, and make sure you're finding healthy ways to address that. Last but not least, we have surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. Yeah. I do feel like you need to let go of your defensiveness, or if you really feel like you've been holding people at arm's length, if you feel like you really have like withdrawn your energy from people, like it is time to surrender to what is coming your way and not fighting against it. And trusting that, you know, like people can actually bring miracles into our lives. Like there's so many incidents and like synchronicities in this universe where like the universe will orchestrate anything, you know, for you to feel great. But you have to believe that. You have to believe that you are letting go of your frustrations and allowing people to come to your aid, allowing that, you know, you're not the only person fighting. There are other people who are willing to join you. So letting go of those beliefs and also allowing people to come forth and bringing in whatever they have for you, I think it's going to be very beneficial. And didn't we talk about like you're not on this journey alone, and other people, even if they have like a different destination to yours, they are by your side. They are willing to swim together with you. So connect with those spirits, those people, and those souls, and I feel like you will find a lot of great enjoyment, great time together. That is going to shift your energy, and that will like, I feel like reignite the flame, and so that you can continue to move forward from the situation. Oh, I really love this reading for you, pile number 2. So I'd like to thank you and your guides and angels for being here with us today. I hope that you have enjoyed your reading. Your likes and subscribes mean the absolute world to me, and I'm sending you all my love and light. Keep rocking the world like a star, and I believe in you guys. So continue to enjoy what is, surrendering to whoever is coming into your life, and connect with the people that are put into your path, pile number 2, so that you can move again at a steady place and know that you're not fighting alone. So until next time, guys, ciao. Hey there, pile 3. If you chose this Hangman with the Affirmators Tarot deck and also the citrine crystal, this is going to be your reading all about how do you get unstuck in your situation, whatever you guys may be dealing with. So let's hop right into it. First of all, we're going to ask Spirit, what do you need the most right now? What do you need to hear the most right now in regards to your situation, Spirit? So pile number 3, what did I need to hear the most right now? Okay, this candle. Alright, let's get going. What did I need to hear the most for pile number 3, Spirit? What did I need to hear the most right now in regards to the situation on how to get unstuck? We have the 10 of Cups. Cool. And then I'm gonna have to clarify it. Clarify this 10 of Cups energy. How did I get unstuck? We have perception. Interesting. Okay, so pile number 3. I just feel like you guys are naturally optimistic people as well, like with this tarot deck. And also, sometimes you may feel like there's a lot of overwhelming things for you, and right now the best thing for you guys to do on how to get unstuck is to live in the moment. I feel like there's a lot of great things that you can turn your attention towards. Like the 10 of Cups is about the happy card. It's about a wonderful enjoyment, happily ever after, and it is something that we often strive to achieve, but then at the same time we're sacrificing so much just to achieve that state of mind. But sometimes we don't realize there is actually like a decision for us to make to feel happy, rather than, you know, going through hurdles and jumping through hoops just to get to that state of mind. I feel like you guys have the power to switch your mindset to this happy place, to think about happy thoughts that will eventually help you to get out of a funk, or to get out of like something that is negative. And I feel about you guys amplifying that happiness, amplifying like looking at the silver lining, or looking at the things that are positive in your life that will eventually like snowball into better things happening to you. Like maybe you're attracting more helpful people into your life, and attracting more opportunities making way into your life. And sooner or later you'll be like this wonderful and joyful place where you feel unstoppable, where you feel like whatever you're going through right now seems so abysmal, like so, is that the right word, like so minuscule, and it wouldn't even bother you anymore. Because sometimes we tend to like amplify a certain problem when we are in the midst of it, when we are kind of uncertain where we're going, when we're stuck in a dark place, when we feel like we're not progressing. But at the same time, it's not because of we can't get out of it. It's not because of we're running out of options. Sometimes we're just stuck in this state of mind that we are stuck in the state of mind that we cannot proceed. And for you guys, it is all about the power of mind. It's all about embracing the more positive aspect to it, rather than focusing on what is not working out for you. And by you guys really hone into like legit burying your head deep into happiness, burying your head deep into like the relationships that are blossoming in your life, or like the things that are just working out so effortlessly, and tuning your attention into those things, tuning your attention into like the lightheartedness. I feel like this is going to be really helpful to you in the long run. And this is also, I feel like it also talks about like harmonizing with people, knowing that you are surrounded by supportive people, and knowing that you have a support system that you can tap into. It's very important. And sometimes when you're in the midst of a problem, you don't see like the supportive maybe resources, or like the people that are around you that you can so easily just ask for help. But because you don't ask, people don't actually know that you may need help. People don't actually know that you are stuck, or you feel like you are in a negative state of mind. But if you're slowly like opening up to your friends, opening up to your manager or boss, or even your partner, they will recognize what you're going through, and they are willing to do anything to make you happy, to drive you out of that negative space. Maybe it is like spend an afternoon with them. Maybe it's about like, you know, talking to them, spending time going out with them. and just bond over like a drink with them. I feel like it's going to be very helpful for you to shift your focus back on track, back onto something that is important to you, so that you don't feel stuck in a rut, so that you don't feel like things aren't progressing. And when you turn your attention to the people that like resonate with you, or like the people that has the same mindset as you are, that will, like, it's going to inspire you so much to move forward. And I feel like whatever you guys are dealing with right now, maybe it is emotions, relationships, personal connections, whatever it may be, like, I feel like you guys are ultimately wanting the same thing. Like, even if you feel like you're stuck in like a position with somebody, I feel like ultimately, like, we all want happiness. Just don't forget that, like, pile number 3, as a human, even if we have our differences, maybe if we don't see eye to eye with certain people in our life, maybe this boss or like this colleague or even your partner that you may be having problems or issues with, like, you don't see eye to eye, you guys ultimately want the same thing. That is to be happy, right? That is to be fulfilled. That is to, feel loved. And I feel like by understanding that you guys have the same goal, understanding you guys both want the same thing, but you guys may see it differently. You guys may see, okay, happiness to me is to spend time with my partner. And maybe for your partner, happiness for them is to watch like television, or like to spend time doing their own thing, and then you feel like, oh, we don't actually match here. But ultimately, it is about self-fulfillment. It is about like, finding that balance, finding that harmony, and a common ground where you guys can bond over. I feel like it's going to be like very beneficial to, if you are having issues with dealing with a certain connection in your life, like, find out what makes them click. Find out what makes this person or these people happy. And by finding out their why and finding out your why as well, like, you guys will be able to bond together. You guys will be able to understand, like, okay, we're all coming from like the same place. Can't we just negotiate a deal for us? Or can't we just can't we just find a place where, both of us can be satisfied, rather than having to fight over who gets what, or like who makes the sacrifice, and just switching the perception around, just switching, just trying to stand in each other's shoes. It's going to be really eye-opening for you, like, in terms of helping your current relationships blossom, and also like allowing other connections to also flourish. Oh, I like that. So right now I'll get into how Spirit is also helping you guys as well in this journey. And like, how is Spirit helping my pile number 3 get unstuck? How is Spirit helping pile number 3 to get unstuck? And I see a lot of like throat chakra energy, like this basis of communication. It is about like communicating the emotions. If you're dealing with a situation or dealing with a relationship, it is about communicating your deeper thoughts, deeper emotions, and understanding that no two humans, no two individuals like look at this what do you call it? Look at the world the same way. Like, we all look at the world so differently. So by getting into that, by getting into like, why do they look at the world so differently? Because we live in the same world. It's going to be so eye-opening. Like it's going to help you guys bond over like the differences between your perspectives. I just feel like and the Queen of Swords, another card about communication, setting boundaries, and also, yeah, like allowing the other person to know what you're thinking and feeling. If you're dealing with a situation or relationship, it's definitely very crucial to know like why the other person may be disagreeing with us, or like why we are disagreeing with them. Like, what is our point of difference? Yeah, that's going to be very beneficial. And in terms of how spirit is helping you, I feel like they are going to give you the power to speak your mind. You don't realize sometimes, like, maybe we're afraid, like, certain times we may be afraid of speaking our thoughts or speaking for ourselves, or even, like, standing up for ourselves. And a spirit, and I feel like spirit is, like, giving you this energy and also giving you this boost of confidence when it comes to voicing yourself, when it comes to giving yourself like the authority. Like, yeah, this card reminds me, number 4 is like the Emperor card. It's about staying grounded and also approach a situation in a very mature, sophisticated, and logical way. Like, emotions doesn't need to be illogical. Like, emotions can be logical as well, and it's very important to lay the cards on the table, so to speak, and to allow the other person understand where we're coming from, and not to condemn or not to shame our emotions or how we are feeling, but rather stay in a very logical place of like, why are we feeling this way, or like why we have these certain emotions being evoked by this person, or like this connection, this relationship that we may be dealing with. And just have a very open and honest conversation about it. And sometimes people may get very like defensive or dismissive when they hear things that they don't like. But know that it's ultimately not them. Like, it's about how you can communicate, you know, like, why am I feeling this way? And understanding the reason behind. Maybe you feel insecure when your partner goes out with his friends or her friends, or maybe you feel neglected or abandoned because they are constantly at work, or they constantly are on call because of their career whatsoever. They have to tend to their business. Or even family members, if you're having this issue with a family member, like knowing that, you know, they have their priorities, they have, you know, to put food on the table, obviously, and also like provide for us, or even providing for themselves. And speaking, like, maybe sometimes their behavior, or it may seem like they prioritize everything else over you. But I feel like in getting to know this person, getting to know like why is their career so important to them, or like why is their business or their friendship or their social gathering so important to them, and you might be very intrigued by their answer. You may actually like come to a realization it's actually for the family, or like they're actually doing this for, you know, their own health benefits, or like gathering this information to help you in some sort of way. Gather information to help their parents or help their people. And I feel like it's something that you have to sort of open up this conversation, open up this discussion with this person or this situation. But Spirit is helping you to sort of gather the courage and gather like your logical brain together just to initiate this conversation. And remember that you are protected also, like, and we don't have to get defensive when we don't get the answer we want, or when you're always in your head. I feel like Spirit is urging you to have the power to speak up, to speak now. And also, yeah, not be like all in your head, and not be like playing out different scenarios in your head that are not necessarily true. I feel like the best remedy, like, to solve differences between people is to really speak and talk about it openly, and to really put down any sort of like negative emotions, or the way that we see each other may not be reality, may not be true. Like, you may think they are dismissive of you, or they may think you are too emotional or clingy. Like, this is not actually necessarily true. But by having an open, honest communication about like how we are feeling individually, it really helps to paint the picture. It really helps to drive things forward, and to really like able to work together. Because we've talked about how both of you, if you're dealing with a person, both of you, like all of us indeed as humans, we want to be happy, we want to feel the freedom, we want to feel loved, we want to have joy and excitement in our life. But then most of us go around different ways to achieve that. And by you guys being more honest about things, this is going to help you guys figure out the differences and figure out how you guys can align with each other to have a scenario or work out a plan that fits both of you, or like fits everyone in the picture. Okay, interesting. So now we'll get into the challenges. If there's anything that is challenging when it comes to the situation here, that is, can you tell me a little bit about pile number 3's challenges? What's the main challenge here? We have the Sun reverse, right? And then we're gonna clarify the Sun card, of course. You are what you think, yeah. And also we have breakthrough, right? But then this card sort of came out reverse. So I do feel like you guys feel stuck because you feel like this situation or this relationship is at a standstill. It's like you guys want to sort of move to the next level or to the next stage. But then you guys are not feeling that this either relationship or this situation is progressing, or like you feel like those happy times are over, or you sort of reminisce the more joyful time. Maybe when you guys first met, there was a lot of sparks, maybe there was a lot of like happy moments together. But maybe a few weeks or few months in, or even a few years in, you're sort of feeling that loss of excitement or spark between you two. And the challenge here is like you sort of want that breakthrough. You sort of want to know that things are progressing and things are moving. Well, that's why you guys feel like stuck, right? And that's why you sort of, you know, if you stumble across this video, you want to get unstuck. I feel like, yeah, knowing how powerful your mind is very crucial. We talked about how you guys can sort of open yourself up to an honest conversation with this person, but also with the challenge is like, I feel like you have a lot going on in your mind as well, and because you really miss those moments, I feel like, yeah, I really felt like the challenge here is like you don't feel the spark anymore, you don't feel the joy anymore, and it's like you're not seeing the future. You're not even like, you feel, yeah, it is like a standstill energy. This is the challenge. But also knowing that you are subconsciously feeding to this energy by you guys thinking that it's not progressing, by you guys thinking that, oh, this is just, you know, how our lives are going to be, like, you know, like I want my happily ever after, but apparently I'm not getting it, and you guys are subconsciously feeding your energy into the situation, and that is creating more and more trouble for you. So one thing I can see is like to let go of certain expectations, and to also let go of like, let go of, you know, having someone to fulfill our needs or to fulfill our desire, because ultimately we are here to please ourselves. Like, as humans, we are responsible for our own happiness, and right now I can see that you guys are not feeling enjoyment and you're blaming someone else for it. Okay, I'm sort of calling you out here, but it is so true, and I am guilty of that. Like, I'm not feeling happy because of this person or because of the situation, like, but sometimes we forget, like, we are in charge of our own happiness, and why don't we, you know, be a little bit more responsible on how we feel and what we think and what thoughts we choose to incorporate into our minds. So I really feel like you guys have the capacity to be happy, have the capacity to look at like life is amazing. It's has a lot in store for us. And right now, even though I don't see things progressing, like I have the power, you know, to do things that I really enjoy rather than waiting for somebody or waiting for this certain situation to come around and to fulfill me. I have the power to actually take the initiative. Maybe I go for an adventure. Maybe I can go to watch a movie. Maybe I can go to do things that really inspires me rather than waiting for this person to come around. Like, why don't I just do things myself, you know, to keep myself happy? I feel like this is the hurdle you guys are going through right now, like to come to this epiphany where you guys have the power, have the capacity to fulfill yourself and to feel free and liberate yourself from having to rely on someone, because that's like the biggest mistake that we can ever make, to solely rely on someone else based on their behavior towards us to, you know, keep us happy. Like, humans are fickle, and we cannot guarantee someone will continue to fulfill us, continue to make us happy. We have to be responsible for that. Part number 3. And I really hope that you can come to this conclusion where, like, you no longer feel the need to ask for the external validation or to ask for that external behavior or even the environment to change in order for you to feel happy again, in order for you to feel like you are worthy, that you are amazing again, you know, like you are already there. And you have the power by changing how you look at things, by changing how you view the situation. You have the power to really summon forth the happiness from within you. It's not from outside of you, but it is from internally. It is from your inner self. And Spirit really wants you to know that. So once you embrace that power, you will notice a breakthrough. Like, you will notice that, like, you are serving yourself, and people around you will also recognize that, you know, holy, pile number 3, they can do things on their own. Like, they're not just sitting around and waiting for someone to satisfy them. Like, they have the power, you know. Also with the Queen of Swords, like, you are sitting on your throne and you have the power to command your life, like to really make choices for yourself. And that is so crucial. And that is why, like, Spirit is also like giving you this power and giving you this freedom for you to make decisions for yourself and for you to like speak out for yourself, so that like you can pursue your own happiness as well and get yourself unstuck, you know, like get yourself out of this quicksand, whatever you're dealing with. And know that you're the flamingo. Know that you're the show, you know, the center of attention. And people admire your energy. You don't have to wait for the circumstance to change. Oh, I love that for you. Number 3. So last but not least, we'll look at your releasing energy. What you guys need to release when it comes to this situation. Pile number 3, Spirit. What did I need to release? Ooh, 6 of Wands. Okay. And then clarifying the 6 of Wands here. We have sacred boundaries. Yeah, I really do feel like you need to let go of like having someone in the center of your universe. You know, you should always be on the pedestal. No one else but you, pile number 3. And this is basically like universe reiterating that you guys are the center of the show. That's literally what I was saying, right? Like, you are the center of the show, and do not put anyone else like before you. Like, you are running the show. If you allow someone else to be more important than you, and to run your show, it is going to be really detrimental for you. I feel like Spirit is really encouraging you to like take back your power, to run the show, and to also get yourself out of this funk, get yourself unstuck, and allowing yourself to, you know, be the leader, and knowing that people will cheer you on if you decide to take back the power into your hands. And I love how like the universe is literally giving you this power. It's like a tiger, and it is like the encouragement, the strength, the confidence, right? And the embodiment of like courage. I love it. Bravery. And knowing what fulfills you, because we talked about like everyone has their own definition of happiness on how to get there, and I feel like you need to hold on to your own definition of happiness. You need to hold on to like what makes you feel happy, what makes you feel like you're in your element, rather than, you know, embracing someone else's definition for it and like satisfying other people or like putting other people in front of you. Like, you need to hone into what makes you happy and be in your element, be in your show, so that you can get your head out of the sand, so that you don't get confused by other people anymore, and knowing that you are the creator of your own world and you are running the show, and there's nothing more important than making yourself happy. And understanding that, I feel like it's really important. There's nothing more important than you guys knowing how to make you feel happy, knowing how life is supposed to be joyous and fun, and not just blindly pleasing every single person. Like, you guys may be people pleaser, like I'm guilty of that too. Like, sometimes we subconsciously or unconsciously just like to please people, but we forget that we should be the person who needs to be pleased, you know. And we should be pleasing ourselves first. So yeah, definitely give the universe is giving the power back into your hands. Like, you need to be responsible for placing yourself, and then others will follow you. And I strongly feel like if you embrace this power of, like, I'm placing myself, that I'm perfectly fulfilled and happy, the others will follow, and everything will slot into place. Whatever, like, drama or like issues that you may be dealing with certain people in your life, like, they will dissipate. They will decide to follow you because you know your worth, because you know that you are confident, that you run your show, that you guys know how to be happy, you guys know how to fulfill yourself, so that people can follow you, so that people will cheer you on, so that, you know, these people will support you on your venture, on what you decide to do. And I really see you guys getting unstuck, like, with your own power. That is so prominent. And oh, I really love this for you, pile number 3. Like, you really have the power. Just, you know, it's like a quick shift of mindset that is needed here for you. And you guys are going to be on the roll. You guys are going to, like, achieve everything without having to wait for people to bring it to you, right? You're just going to achieve those on your own. And you guys are going to be soaring and soaring, and people are just going to cheer you on and, like, follow your lead. And you don't have to be worried about pleasing other people, because now that, you know, people will chase you and people will please you instead of you pleasing them. Pile number 3. Oh, wow. Okay, so let's get into the final part, Spirit. I'm really loving this. So pile number 3, any final messages for pile number 3? And pile number 3. That's a lot of cards, but okay, I guess we'll take them. Okay, wow, I love these cards for you. Surrender to wonder and awe, yeah. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. So yes, how important it is for you to follow your heart and follow what makes you happy, right? That's exactly what we've been talking about here. I love that. Surrender frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. Yeah, if you feel like you've been dealing with a lot of dramas or a lot of people frustration, I feel like it is important for you to, like, let go of that frustration and let go of, like, having to control people and having to make people agree with you. It's like agree to disagree, you know, and letting go of that. And you will find yourself like having so much more power. Surrender to effortlessness, yeah. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force a river. And that's so true. Going with the flow, follow your heart, and, you know, be the center of your universe and please yourself. Surrender the drama. Okay, again. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm, don't contribute to the drama, stay centered, and help resolve the issue more quickly. Yeah, again, it's about surrendering the drama and frustration and then getting into this wondrous energy and embrace your power in terms of pleasing yourself and saying goodbye to the people who cause you drama. Oh, I love this for you, pile number 3. The message here is so clear. So, yeah, I'd like to thank you and your guides and angels for being here with us today. And I hope you have enjoyed your reading. So, your likes and subscribes mean the absolute world to me. And I'm sending you all my love and light, pile number 3. And keep rocking the world like a star. I believe in you guys and your power and your own power to chase your dreams, to chase happiness, you know, and to shine for this world. So yeah, until next time, let go of the dramas and live effortlessly. Ciao!